Hi friends, how are you doing? Or should I say, actually, namaste. I don't know if I did that right or not. So, namaste, what does namaste mean? I'm going to try to adjust my camera a little bit. According to a pin I saw on Pinterest, namaste, I don't know if it means this or if it just has this little quote next to it. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty, and peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united. We are the same. We are one. So this is a sort of a new sort of video for me. It's not really a day in the life. It's not a haul. It's not a teaching video. It's a video I want to talk about. I told you guys I would do my New Year's resolutions video, and I didn't do that because there's only 2 resolutions that I have this year, and the first one is to read 24 books, and I did that video. I'll leave it in the description box. And the other is to lose 15 to 20 pounds. I haven't started working on that. Today's a beautiful day, and I might go outside and do some exercise. I need to go outside and do some exercise. I'm finding that I'm really unmotivated to go outside and do exercise. I don't know why. I enjoy like when I actually get out there and start working out, I enjoy it. Maybe I just need to make myself go out there and do it, and then just make it a habit. But this video, I wanted to get a little zen with you, because my words for this year was river. And it's a river because I'm a type A, high achieving personality, which you might find that hard to believe, but I am goal oriented, I am checklist driven, I am most happy when I have had a full productive day of checking things off my list. Even if it's staying at home and, getting all the laundry done, getting all the floors vacuumed, getting all the windows washed, getting all the kitchen perfect, cleaning out the refrigerator, cleaning out the stove, cleaning out. I will wear myself out doing housework because it feels good to me to be productive. And there have been some teachers that have come into my life recently via the internet, books, that have taught me that it's okay to slow down. Now, I'm not talking about being lazy, which I have been. I have been lazy. I have gotten caught up in YouTube. I have gotten caught up in I have a game on my phone which I've been playing way too much. I have just, if I would just turn my TV off and stay off my phone, I could get so much done. Hang on one second. I'm sorry about that. So, this year I thought I'm going to slow down a little, not be so goal-oriented, task-oriented. I just felt a need to have my word be river, because with a river has a goal in mind, but it just goes with the flow, literally. At the same time, I want to become stronger. I want to become stronger first emotionally, because that is a weak area in my life, my emotions. Second, I want to become stronger physically. I want to become stronger spiritually. And so that's why I put the word strong in front of river. So my 2 resolutions and my word are read 24 books, lose 15 to 20 pounds, and strong river. And so while focusing on the word strong river, all of these Zen sayings and ideas and just like checklists and that sort of thing started showing up in my Pinterest feed. So I wanted to discuss a pen I saw with you. It's called The Zen of Attraction by Thomas J. Leonard. And there are 14 nothings that he suggests that we consider. So I'm going to go through them one by one with you. The first one is promise nothing. Just do what you most enjoy doing. That's a little difficult, especially if you have relationships, any sort of human relationship, with any sort of entity, charity, business, friendship. I apologize for my dog's rude noises in advance. That was my dog you just heard. So, promise nothing, I would have to modify that and say promise very little. Number 2, sign nothing. Just do what doesn't require a signature of any kind. Well, I'm not sure I agree with that. That's almost impossible. You can't rent a place. You can't buy a place. You can't rent a car or buy a car. You can't do anything without signing something nowadays. And you say, well, what about living with friends? Well, if that's not really, that's counterintuitive. You don't want to sign anything, but you want your friends to sign something. You say, well, they've already signed it. They've already signed a mortgage. They've already signed a rental agreement. That may be true, but if you live with them, they might want some sort of contract. I mean, even to get public assistance, to get anything, you have to sign for it, unless you plan on living on the streets. You may even have to sign into a homeless shelter, you know? So, number 2, I don't agree with. Number 3, offer nothing. Just share what you have with those who express an interest. I'm not sure about this one. Like, if your friend comes up to you and says, oh, hey, I like your sweater, are you going to offer it to them? Probably not. But if they say, oh, hey, that hamburger looks good, and I haven't eaten all day, I'm probably going to offer them part of my hamburger. So, number 4, expect nothing. Just enjoy what you already have. It's plenty. Number 4, I completely agree with. Don't expect anything. If you expect things, that's when you get hurt. That has been my experience. That is just, it just seems like a law of nature. You expect something, you don't get it, you get hurt. Need nothing. Just build up your reserves and your needs will disappear. Well, how are you supposed to build up your reserves if you don't sign anything? There's really no way to build up your reserves unless you steal it in this economy. So I wouldn't say need nothing, because, okay, so if you build up your reserves, you're going to end up needing your reserves. So I would scratch number 5, need nothing, because as humans we need things. We just do. We need oxygen, we need water, we need food, we need shelter, we need love. Number 6, create nothing. Just respond well to what comes to you. This is going to be a hard one for me as well. I volunteer at a nursing home 1 day a week, and we're painting, we're creating art in tune with the calendar. So while I have limited my crafting down to almost nothing, I can't create nothing. I would have to create little. And even if I'm not creating with my hands, I'm creating in my mind. Number 7, seduce no one, just enjoy them. And that would be easy for me. I know it's not easy for some people. Seducing people, whether it's just, not for, sexual anything, but just that's just who some people, that's just who they are. So, that would be a challenge for some people. So that might be a challenge maybe you should think about taking on. Number 8, adrenalize nothing. Just add value and get excited about that. So how do you add value to something? Well, if you don't already see its value, that's where you start. You start by looking for the value in what you already have. And then once you see its value, you're just naturally going to be excited about it. And if you can't find value in it, then it's time to get rid of it. Number 9, hype nothing. Just let quality sell by itself. Again, this is not going to be difficult for me. I'm not a natural salesperson. I try to be. On my last Dollar Tree haul, you probably saw that. I tried to smile a lot. I tried to really be animated, but that's not my natural personality. It is a technique I am going to use on my Dollar Tree hauls just because I think it makes for a more exciting video. But in normal life, I'm not a salesperson. Now some people naturally are. They could sell you, they could sell you the moon, but that's just not me. Number 10, fix nothing. Just sell yourself. I think number 10 kind of contradicts number 9. How are you going to sell yourself if you don't hype anything? And things need fixing. Maybe you could have a year of don't do any major renovations on your house. If something breaks, God forbid, your plumbing, knock on wood, you're gonna have to fix it. But you don't have to plan major renovations. So, that's something that I could probably pull off. Number 11, plan nothing. Just take the path of least resistance. Now this really speaks to me because I'm a planner. So just not planning things other than the obvious bill paying and what you have to do to keep up with your children's school and just day-to-day necessities like grocery shopping. If you just don't plan it and just go with the flow, that would just take so much stress off of my shoulders. So I have been actually working on number 11. Number 12, learn nothing. Just let your body absorb it all on your behalf. That would be a year without reading books, a year without listening to books on tape or podcasts or anything educational. That would be a year wasted, in my opinion. But I enjoy learning new things, so I'm not going to do number 12. Number 13, become no one. Just be more of yourself. Yes and no. I think by watching people and trying to emulate them, you can kind of get into their mind and kind of figure out what maybe what they're thinking, feeling, why they behave the way that they do. Because if you just watch them and kind of you just kind of watch them and, you know, think whatever you're going to think about them. That's totally different than actually trying to emulate them, their body language, if they wear makeup, if they don't wear makeup. I'm talking about females here, not males. How they dress, what they, you know, their body language, that type of thing. I think that can be an educational tool. I'm not saying you have to become someone else, but maybe emulating people maybe will help you learn more about yourself. And number 14, change nothing. Just tell the truth and things will change by themselves. Oh boy, isn't that the truth? Excuse me for burping, that was rude. Yeah, people don't like the truth, do they? And when you tell them the truth, even in a nice way, even, you know, when they ask for the truth and you kind of, you know, like dance around it, and then they just come out and ask you, and you admit it instead of deny it, well, that can just end a friendship. It can end a relationship. It will certainly change a relationship if it doesn't end it. So things just change by themselves organically in that situation. So another pin that I found, and by the way, you can find me on Instagram. On Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest. A list of Zen things. Number 1, do one thing at a time. Let me see how many minutes I'm at. Okay, 12 minutes. Do one thing at a time. Boy, that's hard to do, because usually I have the clothes going, I'm putting makeup on, I'm watching YouTube, I'm writing checks out or filing something. I have the computer on in the other room with my email. I'm ordering something online. I have the vacuum cleaner out. I have something defrosting. Maybe something in the crock pot. I have plans to go pick up my kids. I have plans to go shopping. That's just the tip of the iceberg for a normal day. Do one thing at a time? Wow. That would be a game changer. Number 2, do it slowly and deliberately. I would get so much less done. Would I be okay with that? Number 3, do it completely. I mean, are they talking about the laundry? Like, just put the laundry in and then just sit there and wait? Or are they talking about, like, cleaning the kitchen? I mean, I think they need to qualify or, you know, specify. What are you talking about? I know I seem to be kind of getting irritated, but I need to know. Are you talking about vacuuming? Because I can do that. I can do that and just vacuum without listening to music, anything. I can just vacuum slowly and deliberately and completely. I can't just do the laundry. I just can't. I can't just cook dinner. I can't just iron. I mean, I could, but it would be torture. Okay, number 4, do less. Number 5, put space between things. Now, are they talking about physical objects, or are they talking about between your activities? Are they talking about your checkbook? Like, say you have $5 in your checking account and you want 500, you just add 2 zeros? I mean, what do they mean, put space between things? That's something I've actually been contemplating. That's something to think about. Number 6, develop rituals. Now, I can get behind that because that is something I have been actually trying to do starting about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I've become very ritualistic. Number 7, designate time for certain things. Okay. That goes a little bit against go with the flow. That goes a little bit against the first pin that I was discussing plan nothing. Number 11, plan nothing. That's planning. Designating time for certain things takes planning. Number 8, devote time to sitting. Just sitting. Number 9, smile and serve others. I've got the serving others down. It's the smiling that I really have to work on. I mean, some people are just naturally smiley, but I really have to think about, Leila, smile. You know, and they say, scientific studies, I think, have actually proven that the more you smile, that your brain thinks it's happy. So I actually have been smiling. And my kids will walk in and I'll be smiling and they'll be like, so, I mean, you gotta be careful smiling. You really do. You wouldn't think so, but you do. Number 10, make cleaning and cooking become meditation. Now, that is something that I have done since there's a certain book that I read called Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. It's a humongous work of fiction. It's a gorgeous book. And ever since I read that, I have been making cleaning and cooking become meditation. And it changed the way I felt about cleaning. So if you hate cleaning or you hate cooking, just think of it as your meditation time. And I bet you it will change the way you think about it, and it will change how much you enjoy doing it. Number 11, think about what is necessary. Now that's hard. It's hard to get rid of the junk. It's hard to get rid of the clutter. It's hard to get rid of the negative. It's hard to get rid of the what ifs. It's something I'm working on. I mean, we're all works in progress, so I'm granting myself grace, but this is a list that I'm going to think about and look at every day. And number 12, live simply. I think I do that. I think I live simply in the fact that we have a small house out in the country. I don't have a job outside the home. We probably have too many animals. We have 2 medium to large dogs and a cat. We have a half acre to take care of. So to really live simply, we'd probably need to live in an apartment with no animals. So, and maybe have 1 vehicle or no vehicle, ride the bus. That would be living simply to me. I'm not sure that that's really an option with 2 kids. And we already have the animals. They're a part of our family. So, what does live simply mean to me? And how can I live simply within the life that I already have? So these are some things, the Zen of Attraction, these 14 nothings, and then the 12 Zen things that I'm going to work on, polish, perfect for my personal use. I would invite you to do the same thing. I have a few more Zen quotes and then I'll go ahead and finish this video. Quiet the mind and the soul will speak. I think that's pretty powerful. This is also an exercise to do when you need to relax. Relax your jaw. I know I have one of those things that you put in your mouth at night for teeth grinders, because you can actually see it on my dental x-rays for my teeth. They could tell I was grinding my teeth, they could tell looking at my teeth, and they could tell on my x-rays. And it's not something you have control over at night when you're asleep. And I'll even find myself throughout the day grinding my teeth and my jaw is clenched. So relax your jaw, straighten your back, Relax your shoulders. Take 3 deep breaths. Do 3 of those. Actually breathe all of the air out of your lungs until you feel your lungs kind of like deflate, you know what I'm saying? And then just meditate for 1 minute. Just close your eyes and try to not focus on anything. Try to clear your mind. It's almost impossible for beginners, and I'm a beginner, to actually meditate without all the thoughts coming in. You have to practice it. And this is another one. Excuse me for all the burping. I know it's rude. We just had dinner. What are you going to do? In Zen, we don't find the answers. We lose the questions. That is pretty powerful because I'm losing things all the time. So I just think, I lost the question. Okay, it's okay to stop doing and just be. I need to stencil that on my walls. It's okay to stop doing and just be. Because that's not how I was raised. That's not, my husband was in the military for many, many years. That's not how he operates. That's not how I want my children to be. That's hard for me. I know it's the truth, but we live in a world where we have to be engaged and productive, creatively productive. So it's hard to do. I say it's okay to stop doing and just be for a certain period of time every day. And I think that's healthy. So the last one is, if it doesn't open, it's not your door. So sometimes we keep pushing on things and pushing and pushing, and we try to open that door and it's not going to open because it's not our door to open. So we just have to, thank it for being there. Give ourselves a pat on the shoulder, congratulate ourselves for our tenacity, and then grant ourselves grace and tell ourselves it's okay to move on. So this is my Zen video. I would love to know your thoughts. If you try to be Zen, if you think it's just a bunch of baloney, if you do try to be Zen, do you incorporate any of these methods? Do you agree with these pins that I found on Pinterest? What are some of the things that you do to be Zen? I know I say a lot, and I'm working on that. So if you're new, I would love to have you. Please subscribe. Please leave me a comment. I would love to talk to you in the comment section. And I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.